I mean, yes, sir. Or sorry, I mean, let me go. Someone else.
Two quick questions. One is on this trip to the DRC, May 13th. I guess you said till 16th. I mean, some are saying that to go that distance and to not go to either to the Eastern Congo or to the neighboring countries, that it's kind of either some African ambassadors have said it's a disrespect to not have an Africa trip this year, but others have said it may not result in the kind of information that you need to extend the mandate. I just wonder I understand that you have to slip it in there, but is it worth, some ambassadors have said it may not be worth going to only go to Kinshasa. And also I wanted to just ask you about an issue that came up last month under the Japanese presidency of not allowing the UN Office of the Spokesman and other Secretariat personnel into consultations. It seems like in the past they were able always, when it was on the second floor, they could go in, they would listen, sometimes they would brief people.
Let me
two separate questions.
Take the first and then we'll get, I'll come back to your second. Or I mean give you back the floor for your second question. First, I mean, believe me, I haven't heard, I mean, from any African state on the Council that it was disrespectful, I mean, to Africa as a continent or to any African state that the mission will be going only to Congo. Now, I mean, the question is about MONUC, the renewal of its mandate or the terms of the renewal of its mandate. Negotiations have to take place with the Congolese authorities, mainly with President Kabila. That's the objective of the mission. Last year, I mean, the Security Council, I mean, went to Eastern Congo. It was another mission. I mean, it had another objective. Now, the objective is MONUC is a negotiation with the Congolese authorities. This does not mean, I mean, that they won't be meeting there with, I mean, not other only Congolese parties, but with representatives of Congolese civil society as well. But the mission, I mean, has a target objective, MONUC, and the terms of its renewal. Sorry, I mean, your second question.
Sure, yes. The second question has to do with there seemed to have been a change last month in which the Security Council stopped letting in Office of the Spokesperson in particular into consultations, and also sometimes numbers of staff of DPKO. They would say only a principal and a note taker. So some of the press issues were resolved under the Japanese presidency. But I just wonder, one, as a member last month and as the president this month, what's the rationale for the change, and what would you say to those who say it makes it more difficult for the Secretariat, including DPKO, to know what the Council wants, or has there been no change? Because we've heard that change has
again.
These
are two different things. I mean, the Secretariat and DPKO. I mean, DPKO is present in most instances because I mean they brief the Council. I mean, so I mean they brief the Council and they stay and they listen to the concerns of Council members. I don't think that's a problem with DPKO. At one point, I mean, there was an issue, you are right, I mean, raised by the Secretariat under the Japanese presidency. I think it was, I mean, the issue was handled and solved, and the Council agreed on having the Executive Office represented in consultations. So, I mean, the issue has been settled, and I think the Secretariat have no problem now with the on this matter.
Just to be clear, so you're saying that the spokesman's office can come to consultations, and as they could
before? The executive office represented in the and I mean the exec could be represented by the person of their choice,
including the spokesperson.
It's not for us. That's, I mean, the question they'll have to. That's not, I mean.
Okay, I appreciate it. We'll, I'm sure pursue it.
Yes, please.
Ambassador, on the 25th of the month, the UNAMI briefing that you had spoken about earlier.
Yes.
Is there going to be any indication from Mr. Melkert that of the electoral and the Security Council? Is there going to be any kind of involvement or discussion on that?
Again, I mean, I prefer that. I mean, wait for him to come to New York listen to his briefing, and after the consultations we'll have, I'll promise that I'll get back, to you and answer your question. And I'm reminded that we have to leave at 1. There's another press conference taking place here with the Foreign Minister of Indonesia, who was a former Security Council member. So, then 2 more, in order to be able to leave. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just, we don't want to try to mix apple and oranges like you said before. It's just that we would like to have an answer. What is at least your opinion? You, as the president of for this month, do you expect the Iran issue will be, will be in the Security Council? I don't ask you for the date. I just said, what do you expect? Do you expect that you will have to confront this issue, or you think the month will go through without it?
So far, one more time, it's not on the agenda whether I expect it or not. This is a matter of personal assessment, and I think, that's not a question. I have to share my personal assessment on the matter. Then, I would put confront between quotes and brackets at this time. It won't be an issue. We'll have neither to confront. We'll deal with it if it comes, if it's brought by other members and they want. We'll put it on the agenda and we'll handle it like any other matter. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And last will be yours.
First of all, congratulations on your assuming
Thank you very
the
much,
presidency of the Council, and best wishes to you. Some time ago, a long time ago, the Arab League had requested, in the framework of the reforms of the Security Council, a permanent seat with a veto in the Council. What kind of treatment has this request received among the negotiators?
Okay. Only because it's already 1:02. The whole issue of Security Council reform, is a matter that will take, hours to discuss. And it's a General Assembly matter. Again, I'm here in my capacity today as President of the Security Council, and that's a matter before the General Assembly. And again, it's, the Arab view within the General Assembly, but I'll be ready to discuss it, but not necessarily, here today, and I'm not sure that, it's a matter of interest to other, sorry for that, sir.